Hi, I'm Israel Hunt. Welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my channel. That's what I meant to say. And today we're going to talk about how to manage working a full-time job, I'll say 30 plus hours a week, and manage being a full-time college student. Now, I want you to take this away. Temporary. Like, take this away from the video. Like, I want this word to stick in your head. Temporary. How many times I gotta say it? Can you hear me? Temporary. Also, momentary. If that is the word, we're gonna rhyme today. Temporary, momentary. Also, I want you to hear low maintenance. All right? Low maintenance. Now, with being a college is very stressful. Like, being a college student is very stressful, more stressful than being a high school student. And even if I went to a college preparatory high school, but college is still stressful because for me, you're on your own now. You're entering a new world. You're entering your own world. In high school, you living under your parents' roof, their guidelines, and all those different things associated with your parents. Meaning your parents took care of you more so. Like in college, you're starting to become a young adult. Like, you're transitioning into a young adult, and you're starting to find out things you never really knew about. Like, you're learning yourself, basically. In high school, you're learning yourself, but now you're in college, you are in a position where you're better able to learn yourself because you're not surrounded by your parents. It's them telling you what to do and what not to do. You're free a little bit. You're more free. Yeah, you're more free. So one thing that we're going to tackle in this video, with all things aside, is how to be a full-time college student and work a job. And I said that in the beginning. We're going to say it again. And the three words that I said to you were temporary, low maintenance, and momentary, if that is even a word. And the reason why I said those three words is that's basically it. When it comes to working a full-time job in college, you want a position that is very low maintenance, because like I said, you're transitioning into a new part of your life, a new journey. It's new struggles, new everything. College is not going to be like high school. Yes, there's going to be some similarities. There's going to be like experiences you had in high school that might be similar to the ones in college, but you got to see college as you're embarking on like a new journey. You know what I mean? So it might be some people who watching this video that have worked a full-time job and went to full-time job in high school, that you guys worked a full-time job in high school. So you think, oh, when I get to college, it's going to be easy. And it might be easy for you. But I also want you to know that there's a high school experience, there's a college experience. So if you go into school trying to work this full-time job, and college, something that you're not familiar with, is going to be more difficult for you than it was in high school, because high school was way easier and you were under your parents' roof. You had your parents' guidance. Yes, you can have your parents' guidance in college, but it's not going to be the same unless you're really 30 minutes away, but it's still not going to be the same because you're growing up, and people are going to expect more from you in college than they do high school. Like, they expect more from you in high school than they do middle school. They expect more from you. So with all that, you really want a job that is very low maintenance, a job that is very low maintenance. Yes, you could get a job that you like, but if the job is not low maintenance and it requires a lot out of you, it might take away from your school time and spending time with your friends and just your social life, it might interfere with your goals, like your own personal goals. Like, the job takes up so much of your time to the point, your mental time, to the point that you can't focus on other things outside of that job like you would want to. And then you might go into a state of depression because you're so focused on that job. You don't want that in my, you don't want a job that's high maintenance. You want a job that's low maintenance because this position is temporary. Like I said, it's temporary. It's momentary. It's not it's not like you're not, this is not your marriage. You're not married to the job. This is your temporary moment. 4 years or whatever you decide, how long you decide to go to college for. Any job is a temporary position unless it's a job that is like an internship that like it goes along with what you're studying in college, and you go and you do an internship, then you take that more seriously. But you want a job that's chill, laid back on you. You want people who hired you to care about your schooling, as much as you care about it. Because if they don't care about you going to school or any of that, they're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Or they're not going to let you take off a little bit. And also, you don't want to be given the benefit of the doubt because that's not fair to the other workers. Because the other workers, the other employees, they be like, yes, I don't go to school, but I have a family at home. I have to take care of my mother. I have to take care of my father. I have to do all these other things. I'm able to get to work on time. I'm able to, get to work on time. I'm able to, work my job the right way. So that's why I say have a low maintenance position, so that you're not giving like, oh, I can't do it because of this, I can't do it because of that, because everybody else got their own issues, but they're able to come to that job. They got their own things that they have to deal with as well. They're not gonna give you no sympathy. It's not no sympathy. So don't give yourself no sympathy. Just because you go to school, okay. Don't be like, oh, I go to school and I do this. Like, yes, it's stressful, but that's why you have to you're the one that applied to that job. So you applied that income applied to you. You applied to them. So you have to do your job and don't be giving yourself the, oh, whoa, I got this and I got that, Get caught up in your own like self-pity. You want people to pity you so you can get off with doing less work. No, because everybody there has a home to go to, has a family, has their own drama, their own mess, but they're able to get to work on time, do their job, do it the right way, and go home. So that's why I stress a low maintenance job, because of all those different things that you might be like because you're learning how to manage school. Like, you're just becoming a young adult. You're starting out your life. Like, yes, you started your life in high school, but college is different. Like, it's really, really different. It's going to be more stressful. So you want a position where you can make enough money. Enough money, and it's a low maintenance job. The job that I currently work at, all I do is put trash bags in a box. Literally, I put trash bags, like 10 rows, 5 rows, 8 rows in a box, send it to a little belt, and it tapes the top of the box. It's so easy. I'm a packer. It's so easy. I don't have to deal with customers. If I don't want to have to talk to the workers, I don't have to talk to them. Very low maintenance, very flexible. It's a 24-hour facility. I can work from 8 to 4. I can decide to work 8 to 4 in the morning, 4 to 12, or 12 to 8 at night. I work the graveyard shift because it's flexible. It works with my schedule, because class during the day, work at night. It's easier for me to do that because I like my days to be free so I can manage school. So basically, ultimately, the biggest thing is the job has to be low maintenance. Now, if you like the job, kudos to you. That'll make you stay there even if it's high maintenance and be able to manage it. I feel like the more you like it, the more you're able to do everything you're trying to do outside of that job. Also, I want to stress to you this too. You might not I don't see this as my forever job, but I like it because of the benefits. Like, I just got a raise and I've only been working there for like 9 months. I get paid $18 an hour. If I want to change my schedule, I have 3 different option times, like the graveyard shift, the morning shift, or the afternoon shift. Those are 3 available times where I can work. And it's a really easy job. It's a really, really easy job, and very low on my mind. I'm able to think when I'm working there about other things I want to do. There are some drawbacks of the job. Like I only get a 10, like we have a 10-minute break, a 20-minute break, and a 10-minute break. So we break 10 minutes at 2, 20 minutes at 4, 10 minutes at 6. So those are the only drawbacks. I wish we had longer breaks, but besides that, everything is cool. And you're on your feet all day putting back trash bags in the box. But it's easy, and we stay really focused on your job. The time goes by really, really fast, and it pays me a lot. And also a benefit that was, originally I worked part-time. That's another thing I want to say is, sometimes, like, especially when going into college, I wouldn't jump right into working full-time. Like, if that's something you want to do, then, pick a low maintenance position that's flexible with your schedule, works with school and whatever. But if you want to work if you want to work and go to school in the beginning, work part-time. Work part-time. I was stressed working part-time. At this job, I worked 2 days a week before I went on to 40 hours. And also the reason why I worked 2 days a week was because I could come in on my days off if I wanted the extra hours. And I was really trying to get used to the job, that too. But also I realized I needed that. I need to go to work. Like, I need to be scheduled, because if I'm not scheduled, I'm not going to go to work. So that's what I realized working those 2 days a week. That's why I went on full time, because I was like, I need the money. And I need the money to be consistent. Like, me having 2 days and then working, deciding to do whatever I want to do that week, my money was not consistent. So instead of me making $1,200 every 2 weeks, I'm making, it's all over the place. 1 week I'm making $900, next week I'm making $600, because I'm not being consistent with the days that I work. And if you're not on the schedule, say it's too many people, you'll be the first to go home because you're not on the schedule. You're not on the list to work that night or that, that day or that afternoon. So that's the reason why I decided to go full time. But I say, before you go full time, do decide to do that. Work part time, get used to the job, pick up the skills the necessary skills that you need to do the job. So you learn the job before you go full time, basically learn it. And also, so you can get used to college. You don't want to go into college working a full-time job, like, unless you got to do that. But if you have the option just to work part-time, because going into college and working full-time is very stressful. I mean, because you're not giving yourself a chance to at least enjoy college a little bit. Like, go to the football games, go party, make friends, enjoy the activities on campus, get to, build your friend group, your social group. And if you always just working and going to school, you're not giving yourself a chance to get a little bit of the college experience. Unless your college experience, because everybody's college experience is different. Unless that's what you want to do, it's work full time and go to school. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. If that's what you want to do when you go into the school, then do it. But if you want to do that, I would recommend, like I just keep saying, is a low maintenance job. That's pretty much the easiest way I could put it to you. Like, the easy way I could say it is just get a low maintenance position, a low maintenance job. Just get a low maintenance job. That's it. That's the secret formula. Low maintenance job, because the temporary position is momentary. Low maintenance. Don't be stressing about something that's not going to be. You're not married. That's not going to be the end goal. Like, that's not going to be, like, it's not even associated with what you studying in college. Like, you need to be focused on your grades. And also, you might, after you complete your 4 years of college, you might want to go get your master's degree. You know what I mean? You might want to write a book. You might want to start a YouTube channel. You might want to do other things. You don't want to get so caught up in this job that it prevents you from doing, exploring and doing other things. Like, you might want to go to a party or do whatever you want to do in college, but you're so stressed out and you're so young. So think about all those things before you do go full time. And if you do go full time, like I keep saying, a low maintenance job. To me, an example of a low maintenance job is the one I gave you. I'm just putting trash bags in a box. That's my job, pit plastic. Now, example of a high maintenance job would be for me would be McDonald's, because I'm dealing with a lot of customers and they don't pay me enough. You know what I mean? Like if I was getting paid $20 an hour to work at McDonald's, hey, I probably would put up with it. But they don't pay me enough to be dealing with all that, the things that come with working at McDonald's. And I worked at McDonald's in high school, and that's different than working in college. I feel like as you get older, you should elevate when it comes to your pay. And in high school, I was getting paid booty to work and put up with all of that came with working at McDonald's. I getting paid $8.25 an hour, working at McDonald's, and stressing, dealing with different customers, attitudes. You gotta count money. It's just so much. Whereas all I'm doing now is putting trash bags in a box. So low maintenance job. I wouldn't recommend going full time right away. I would say work part time. Work part time a little bit, then go full time. Then pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because this is a temporary position. It's temporary. It's not forever. So it's temporary. It's temporary. Don't stress yourself over something that's temporary. It's temporary, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and deuces. Did it stop recording?